I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe on the go. Except we're not going anywhere.
And I'm really not sure what we're doing today. So, Jen, what are we doing this time?
Okay, so over the holidays, I saw a lot of people do like a holiday type Chex Mix with a variety of ingredients and sprinkles and marshmallows. And I saw one for Valentine's Day and it got me to thinking we can do that. That's something we can cook and probably not mess up unless we mess up melting the chocolate.
There's always that possibility.
I mean, there is.
But
because we are not chefs, and for some reason you all like when we cook, so that's what we're gonna do.
Because I've been saying this all along. They're waiting for you to burn the house down.
That would be good.
Well, that would be YouTube gold at least. I mean, honestly, when we're going to the oven and there's smoke billowing out, that would be funny.
It wouldn't really, but you know.
Well, maybe.
But I do want to say, because I just find this just amazing. So today is the last official day that Splash Mountain in the Magic Kingdom at Disney World is going to be open.
Today is Sunday, the 22nd of January. I'm going to publish this on Tuesday, the 24th. So you'll be seeing this on Tuesday, but we're recording this on Sunday. Last day for Splash Mountain.
I am amazed and just flabbergasted and stunned. I mean, I know the attraction is closing and it's sad and it's going to be replaced by something possibly better. Tiana's, I don't even know the name of the ride.
Tiana's Bayou.
Adventure. I don't know, but it's going to be the same ride. Different animatronics is what I'm assuming. Yeah. And I just, like, I saw the crowd and the people rushing to get on the ride, and it's 3 o'clock Central Time, and there's like almost a 4-hour wait. And then people have started a memorial, like with stuffed animals and flowers like you do when someone dies. I just find that a bit extreme. I don't get it. At the end of the day, it's a ride at a theme park.
Yeah, yeah.
I honestly have much better things to do with my time, but
like,
I'm
stuck
amazed.
here in the middle of winter making treats.
I'd rather be stuck here in a snowstorm than be in that crowd in Frontierland Liberty Square.
That whole area there is so just congested anyway. It's so difficult to walk through that area because it can get very crowded. Because of, I mean, I understand that people want to get in their last ride on Splash Mountain, but Disney announced that this was happening months and months ago, and I just find it amusing that. So let me ask you this.
I don't get it.
Our last ride on Splash Mountain, how long did we wait?
Like 5 minutes.
Not even. There was no wait.
No.
We walked through the queue, and once we got there, we got straight on the ride.
Yeah, during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party back in September.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just weigh in, tell me your thoughts, because I just can't process. I can't process that. Even on a 90-degree day, waiting 4 hours for a ride, it's. I don't know. So share your thoughts in the comments. But anyway,
people do it.
I have named our recipe Cupid's Candy.
Cupid's Candy.
In honor of Valentine's Day.
All right, Cupid's Candy. So, well, let me go to the other side of the camera, and you can take it from here.
We'll show you what's in it.
Yep, ingredients, process, go through it. We'll do it.
We'll taste it.
And yeah, well, hopefully it'll be good. So, hold just a second. All right, Jennifer, you're on.
Okay, so we are making a Chex Mix. It's going to be a mix of salty and sweet. And in honor of Valentine's Day, which is just a few weeks away, I have named this dish Cupid's Candy.
Cupid's Candy. So what's in Cupid's Candy, Jennifer?
So we're going to start with 2 cups, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. I'll start with 2 cups. And if we need to add more, we'll add more. But we're going to do 2 cups of Chex Mix. It's actually Crispex. Crispex is crispy times 2. Remember that commercial?
No.
Okay, anyway. Then we're going to do 2 cups of plain Cheerios. We're going to do 2 cups of pretzels. I always have pretzels in the house. We're going to do a whole bag of Valentine M&Ms, and this is a 10-ounce bag. Do these say things? No, they just have M's with like hearts and arrows for the holiday. Okay. We're gonna melt some white chocolate. I have picked the Meyer brand vanilla chips. You can use any chips you want. If you like Ghirardelli, if you like Chips Ahoy. I don't know, who else makes chips? Toll House?
Hershey?
Toll House.
Wouldn't Hershey?
So this is a 11-ounce bag. And then we got some cute Valentine sprinkle dinkles. Okay, so while I'm mixing everything, I'm going to melt the chocolate. And we had originally, Allie had made chocolate covered strawberries earlier this week, and we learned that you have to, when you melt the chocolate, you have to do it at a slow pace, or you can burn the chocolate. And if you burn the chocolate, it's gonna get like all chalky and lumpy, and we don't want that. So we're gonna pay attention to the melting of the chocolate while we combine all of our ingredients. And because I'm a class act, I'm just gonna rip those open with my teeth.
Yep.
Hey, I never claimed to be a cooking show. No Martha Stewart here. You get what you get.
That
all right.
Pretty good.
Here, you want to taste one? Here. One for you. One for me. So cheers. Cheers.
Tastes like white chocolate.
Okay. So we're going to take our white chocolate, and I'm going to start with 45 seconds, and we're going to continue to stir it. Put it like, I think 15-second increments, because we don't want to burn it. 45 seconds, start. Okay. Then we're going to start with our dry ingredients. All right. I like Chex Mix too. I think it's important to taste your ingredients. All right.
That's good. All right.
1 cup. 2 cups. I think we're gonna do 3 cups.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do 3 cups of everything. So 3 cups of the Chex Mix.
Okay.
I like Chex cereal.
We have 5 seconds.
All right, don't worry, we're watching. We're gonna do 3 cups of Cheerios. 1.
I like Cheerios too.
2. 3.
All
Okay,
right.
we're gonna stop for a second to stir up our chocolate. Oh yeah, look at that. It's getting all melty.
Now, if you don't want to do it in the microwave,
Let's do like 20 seconds.
you can do it on the stove and on a low heat, constantly stirring.
Yes, but that's just way too much work for this cook. So then we're gonna do 3 cups of pretzels. You can use any brand that you like. 1.
Now, should they be the twisty kind or
Yeah, I would do the twisty kind.
not the sticks?
Might need hot pads for this. Oh yeah, that's melting nicely. That's melting.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that does look creamy.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
All right, I think we're just gonna do this for about 15 more seconds.
You think you need that long?
What do you think?
I'd try 10.
10 seconds? Okay.
If even that much, but yeah, because that looks
Because I
pretty
just want to be
melty.
able to drizzle it over the top.
Yeah, that looks pretty melty. I wouldn't go much longer than 10.
Okay, so then we'll just wait.
Yeah. Looks good though. You know what that spoon looks good to do?
To lick it?
Since I'm the sous chef, that's what I get to do.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's a nice consistency.
Perfect.
All right, perfect. Okay. So then, because we can, we're gonna add the whole bag of M&Ms.
Because why not? Again, classy.
If I was serving this to like friends, I wouldn't be having my germs all over it. But
You're just
considering
serving
it's
it.
just family.
Yeah. It's okay to give your
Okay.
germs to the family.
So then,
Okay, so do you mix that all up or do you just
yeah, I'm gonna stir it. I'm gonna stir it like this, just to combine all of the dry ingredients. And then we're gonna mix in. Just gonna drizzle that white
You're gonna
chocolate.
drool all over it? Is that what you were gonna say?
We're gonna drizzle Ooh, that looks so delicious.
Look at that.
Ooh, that does look so good. Okay.
Is there any more in there that you can scrape out?
So then very carefully, you're just gonna, are you eating my chocolate?
What? They're so fruit.
We want to just mix this all together so all of the dry ingredients are coated with a little bit of chocolate. Oh, that looks really delicious. What do you think?
It looks good so far.
Almost there. This is super easy. And then when all the ingredients are combined, when every last morsel is covered in chocolate, we're gonna add the Valentine sprinkles. Ooh. This is a very easy dessert. Very festive, very fun. This would be a good recipe to have little children, the littles, help you make in the kitchen. Because they could combine all the ingredients and all you would have to do as the mom or the dad or the aunt or the uncle or the friend babysitter is supervise how much they're adding. Okay, that looks great.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
Okay, so now we've got our yummy, delicious.
Wow, again.
I know.
How much money did your parents spend in their teeth?
A lot. I had braces for a long time. Okay.
All right, so.
All right, then we're just gonna sprinkle over the top. Oh, isn't that fun?
You know what would make this more fun?
What?
Whiskey.
Oh, alcohol makes everything better.
Why don't I have a glass?
So mix it, and then we're gonna just sprinkle some again over the top, and then we're gonna do the tasty taste test.
So, do you just leave it in the bowl like this, or do you put it on a cookie sheet, or, I mean, could you put it on a cookie sheet to try to make it fancy?
I see people like spread it out on a pan with like parchment paper, wax paper, and put it in the fridge or the freezer for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were
gonna do. They break it apart. No, that's
No?
just way too much work. You can eat it like this. This is fine.
Well, I guess, but, I mean, you just,
You would just get a little bowl of it.
Right, but I guess if you want to make it look better, you would put it, you're not gonna take this to someone's house and like, oh, here's a bowl of slop. You try to make it look fancy. This doesn't look fancy.
It's not about how it looks. It's about how it tastes.
And how does it taste? Good?
That's really good.
Well,
I have to say, that's pretty delicious.
well, well, that is good.
Plus, I don't really have room in my refrigerator or freezer to do that because we just did a huge grocery haul. So my freezer and my fridge are to the max. They're full. There's no space, even if I wanted to lay this out. But I mean, you could.
I think it would taste better, not taste-wise, but at least the texture would be better if it was cold.
But look, it's even in a red bowl.
That's
for
true.
Valentine's.
Good job, Jennifer.
Okay. So, that about wraps up the cooking segment with Jen and Joe. I was just eating the chocolate.
I'm back. I really didn't do much besides hold the camera. And I'm gonna eat this.
We just wanted to do something fun in honor of Valentine's Day coming up. And who doesn't like a salty sweet snack? I know I do. I know Joe does. I know everyone in our family will enjoy this.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
it
does
just
taste
Chex
good.
Mix.
Yeah,
That's it.
It does taste good. So it's got sweet, especially with the M&Ms in there. I still think that my suggestion, even though you're not going to do it, but my suggestion is put it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper, wax paper. Just that way you can lay it out, and once it's cold,
the chocolate will
kind of solidify a little bit, you know?
And then you could just break it into pieces.
Yeah. I think that's what you should do. But,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, not too bad, Jen.
Thanks. It's definitely festive looking.
Yeah.
And I want to have some more. So as soon as we turn off this camera, I'm going to indulge in a little snacky snooky.
I'm going to lick the spoon. And I'm going to lick the bowl.
So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because you asked for it. We're giving it to you.
That's it. I'm telling you, man. We're giving it all right. Oh, it's given.
So let us know what else you want to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us on social media. We're on Twitter and we're on TikTok and we're on Instagram and would love for you all to follow us there.
Let me just say this because I've been getting all of a sudden in these emails of interesting facts. This site is sending me interesting facts daily in my email. So I was reading one about the Wizard of Oz. It was 20 unknown facts about the Wizard of Oz. Okay. There is a point to this. So I
hope so, because we already said goodbye.
I know, but you know how I am. So there were several books that Baum wrote himself. L. Frank Baum wrote himself. But then after he died, there was another woman who actually wrote several more books about Oz. I guess the family gave her permission to write more Oz stories. In one of the stories was a place or a person named TikTok.
Really?
Tiktok.
And was TikTok a clock?
I don't know. Possibly. I'm not sure. I just saw the name TikTok. And I thought, I wonder if the site TikTok got their name from the Wizard of Oz books.
Who knew?
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments below if you know that.
I should look that up. I don't know. I really don't. But anyway.
Okay, say goodbye.
You're licking my bowl.
That's okay.
That sounded so disgusting.
Say bye.
Okay, bye. Talk to you later. Bye.